Hello and welcome everyone, welcome back to the arena with the mongoose. Today we have Shaman, Priest and Warrior. Now since we did Shaman last time, we're obviously not gonna pick that. I'm not a fan of Priest in the arena honestly. Ever since the latest nerfs and such, I actually have not been winning with Priest at all almost. So let's take it interesting and let's go Warrior. Our first pick, let's see, Imp Master, Questing Adventurer and Injured Blade Master. They're all not that bad. Injured Blade Master is actually quite good in Warrior. If I do get some Rampage, that would be pretty good, neat combo. But we don't know that yet. With that said though, we don't, I mean, they're all good in their own way. Questing Adventurer would be great if we run a pretty low mana sort of deck. A Master can be good for swarming and such. Injured Blade Master is alright. So I think we'll go with the Injured Blade Master and see if we do get any Rampage. Be great. Okay, Inner Rage, Gurubashi Berserker and Young Dragonhawk. Young Dragonhawk, immediately I can say, just sucks in this deck. Like no point really. It's 1-1 with Wind Fury and a Beast. Doesn't do me anything. Gurubashi Berserker, however, can be really good, especially if you have an Rage like that, or something else that does damage and increases attack like that. Hard to say then what I would prefer. I do like Gurubashi Berserker also because it synergizes well with Commander. Warzone Commander, if we do end up getting one or two, would be great. And he's a pretty solid minion at times. With that said, Inner Rage can also be quite useful. But let's go with the Berserker. Okay, Gnome's Inventor, Leper Gnome, Shattered Sun Cleric. To me, this is between the Inventor and the Sun Cleric. I'm not a fan of the Gnome. Really, the only one drop I like is the Worgen. That's because it has stealth. Gnome's Inventor is pretty good. It offers a pretty solid minion. I mean, it could be better obviously, but for what it does, it draws you a card, which speeds you up a bit. Well, it's not that bad. I mean, 4 health is a bit annoying to deal with. Usually means have to use 2 minions to kill it, unless they have something big out on the field. Shadow Sun Cleric also is very useful, as you know. Even after the nerf, it's just a solid minion. So, with that said, basically we have to think, do we want card draw or do we want buffs? Hard to say. Most cases I would say the Cleric would be better. I am inclined to say that it still is. We might get more card draw, we might get Bell Rages and such, so let's go with the Cleric. See, or we could just go for a Novice Engineer. Archmage isn't bad, but it's not amazing in the Warrior deck. Wolf Rider isn't bad, especially if we go an aggressive Warrior deck. Charge is usually one of their thing, especially if we get some Kor'kron Elites in here. Not sure. It's between Charge and Draw Power. I really don't like Engineer anymore because now it's just so squishy. But it's a good squishy, say that. So let's go with one. Okay, Cult Master, Arati Weaponsmith, and Heroic Strike. They're all not that bad. We have 2 4 cost, 1 2 cost. Heroic Strike isn't bad. Basically, it just enables you to attack with your hero. Pretty solid attack as well, which isn't bad. If we don't get any weapons, it will be useful, of course, but we don't know that. But speaking of weapon, we have an Arati Weaponsmith there, and it's not terrible, in my opinion. It has its uses. A 2/2 weapon. Cult Master, he can be good, especially since so far we only have minions really. But really, to effectively use Cult Master, you really just need some taunt action or a decent grasp of the field, which we can't ascertain of yet. So we are going to go with the Weaponsmith. Pint-sized Summoner, Sun Fury Protector, and Demolisher. That's an interesting choice right there. Bindsaw Summoner can be good, but my opinion is just way too squishy. Sun Fury Protector, Demolisher, they have good health on them. Demolisher is quite dangerous. Usually my opponent will want to kill that as soon as possible or silence it. Sun Fury Protector can have its good uses. And it's, it's a solid, even if it didn't have anything, it's like a Crocolisk really. It's 2/2 for 2/3. So we're gonna go for a Sun Fury Protector, I think, yeah. Okay, Execute, Loot Hoarder, and Shield Block. That's an interesting choice right there. Well, I don't like Shield Block that much, but I mean, it is 5 armor and draw a card, so it's not that bad. But Loot Hoarder as such would be a better draw a card engine. But then we have an Execute, which is one of the main removal a warrior has, other than like weapons and some other things like slam and whatnot. So an Execute wouldn't hurt really. It wouldn't hurt at all. I just hope we get more card draw in other forms. Okay, some epics. Sea Giant, Gorehowl, and Big Game Hunter. Well, we just talked about weapons and such. So Gorehowl would be really quite good. Big Game Hunter can be actually very good in Arena. You tend to see a lot of people running like a lot of buffs and such. Big creatures like the giants aren't that uncommon. Speaking of which, Giant really isn't that great for us, even though, quite frankly, we only have minions other than the Execute right now. But I don't know, I would probably prefer Gorehowl over Sea Giant. So let's go for that. Let's go for a Gorehowl. Okay, Raid Leader, Strangle, let's try it again. Strangle, Torn, Tiger, or Abusive Sergeant. Now Raid Leader is pretty good. I tend to like him. He buffs creatures quite evenly. The Tiger, however, is also quite good. I do enjoy the Tiger. He's good stealth, solid creature. Tends to pretty much kill anything and usually survives. Yeah, let's grab a Tiger. Okay, more epics. Interesting choice. Mountain Giant, Sea Giant, South Sea Captain. Now, South Sea Captain would be useless in this deck, since we don't even have a pirate yet. And, I mean, we wouldn't mind the... What's it called? Is it a deckhand? If that female dwarf that gains attack of the weapon. Wouldn't be bad, especially since we have Gorehowl. But, really, otherwise he's a 3 for a 3/3. If he could actually buff himself, that would be fantastic. But alas, it does not. Mountain Giant wouldn't be that bad, but we have to basically be sure that we always have good amount of card draw and cards in hand. So we might actually have to go with the Sea Giant this time. Yeah, I don't see no other alternative. Okay, pretty good selection here. An Earthen Ring Farseer, a Battle Rage, and a Corcoran Elite. Corcoran Elite is probably one of the best charges. Probably behind the Argent Commander, really. Battle Rage, of course, is like one of the main card draw of the warrior, and we do have some solid stuff for it to be used with. So, I mean, Earthen Ring Farseer can also be helpful in most cases, so we have to take that into account. Our mana curve so far isn't really well developed enough for us to know really what we need yet. If anything, maybe another 4 wouldn't be bad, so Corcoran Elite. But the card draw is hard to miss out, so let's go with the Battle Rage. Okay, Pine-Sized Summoner, Upgrade, and Mind Control Tech. Now, Upgrade with Gorehowl is one of the best things you could do, really. Basically allows you to actually swing for the hero and keep your Gorehowl, which is great. Otherwise, if you don't have a weapon, it basically just gives you a 1/3 weapon, which isn't amazing, of course. Pine-Sized Summoner, again, as I said, can be useful, but it's too squishy. I don't personally like it that much. Mind Control Tech has its uses, and actually has pretty good uses in my opinion. It can be quite a game changer at times if you're lucky enough. I think I might actually go for him. Compared to these two, I'd rather have a more solid creature like that with a chance of controlling a monster, minion. Erratic Weaponsmith, Harvest Golem, Jungle Panther. Interesting choice. They're all quite good, quite frankly. I might need the other Weaponsmith just because I might want more weapons. Just because. It'd be great to have. I still would prefer an axe, honestly. Or an Arcanite Reaper, even. Harvest Golem is a solid minion, and Jungle Panther is pretty much just the same. I'm not sure. I mean, Harvest Golem always has good presence on the field, so he's always useful. But I think I'm gonna go with the Jungle Panther. More stealth creatures isn't bad. There's that Warsaw Commander we talked about. This with the Gurubashi Berserker are great together. They just are. We do have another Erratic Weaponsmith and the Ogre Magi. Ogre Magi we can just, ignore. We don't really have anything yet that actually deals damage directly. So, we'll probably go with a Warsong Commander. Let's see, what would it be used with otherwise? Engineer, the Protector, Mind Control Tech, Sun Cleric, the Weaponsmith as well, Berserker, yeah, quite a few creatures, so let's go with Commander. Raid Leader, Execute, Stormwind Champion. That's an interesting choice. I do like the Champion. He does give a pretty significant buff. A second Execute wouldn't be bad. That would probably be ideal, quite frankly. Yeah, let's just take care of that. Okay, Moral Strike, Armor Smith, and Commanding Shout. That's an interesting choice. So Moral Strike is one of the indirect damage that we have. It deals 4 damage unless my hero has 12 or less health, in which case it deals 6 damage, which basically means it turns into a fireball, but for warrior. Armor Smith isn't bad. It basically gives us a source of armor at the same time as it's a pretty big minion. It's 4/2 cost, 4 health is usually quite good, and I can actually attack back. So that's not bad. Commanding Shout is like basically a draw card, and if you're attacking this turn and want to just kill stuff, but you don't want to lose anything at the same time, you use Commanding Shout. With that said, I am split between Moral Strike and Armor Smith, to be honest. Just depends. I would prefer rather more 4-cost creatures rather than 4-cost spells. So I might go with the Armor Smith for now. More epics. A Molten Giant, a Big Game Hunter, and a Murloc World Leader. We can completely ignore the Murloc World Leader for obvious choices. Obvious reasons. Molten Giant, Big Game Hunter. Molten Giant is quite likely in a warrior deck. We do take damage, especially if we end up getting more weapons. We will be swinging with them and take damage ourselves, which will enable Molten Giant. Big Game Hunter again can be quite useful. Can be very useful. But let's take the double giant threat. Okay, Southsea Deckhand, Bloodfen Raptor, and Cobalt Geomancer. As I said, spell damage at the moment we don't really care for, so no on that. Not a fan of Deckhand, unless it's a dedicated pirate deck, really. And we don't have the weapons to really ensure that we actually even get the chart out of him, so. Bloodfen Raptor, he's not bad, he's basically your average 2-drop with 3/2, so he has his uses. Okay, Scarlet Crusader, Frost Elemental, Novice Engineer. We might go for the more draw, but that Crusader is quite good. It's quite useful. And seeing as we don't have much force, we may as well go for more trees instead. At least more decent trees. So, alright, epics. Epics. Legendaries even. And decent ones at that. We have the Beast, Ysera, and Nosdormu. Well, they're all... 2 of them are fairly control variant deck cards, really. And Warrior isn't too into control. We don't really have that much control. In fact, it's a lot of minions we have. So they're a bit odd. The base, of course, is fairly aggressive. I mean, it's a 6 cost 9/7, which usually is hard to deal with. That has an annoying death rattle. And we have no means of silencing it ourselves, for example. So we actually don't even have a silence yet, which is a bit depressing. So I have to think. What would we prefer? We do have a lot of big stuff. I'm afraid we're gonna get stuck in our hand and not be able to play. So Ysera and Storm were a bit chancy. In my opinion, it's between the Beast and Ysera. Ysera is just one of the best legendaries for obvious reasons. The Dream cards are just really good. The Beast is also really good. It's a huge creature. If only we can do something with that huge creature that will enable us to make good use of it. But we don't really. I don't know what I was even thinking about using with him. Man. Stuff like this are just, I wonder. Ysera the Beast, Ysera the Beast. We do have a large curve in the end there. I am afraid of that. Just a little bit. Let's go with Ysera. I'll chance it. Okay, Wild Paramancer, Violet Teacher, and Argent Commander. A Violet Teacher isn't that great in this deck for obvious reasons. We don't have many spells. It's a shame, really, because it is a 4 cost, and it's not that bad a 4 cost, really. It's actually quite a good one. We do need 4 costs quite a lot. We do have Wild Paramancer and Argent Commander. Wild Paramancer wouldn't be that bad. We do need more 2s to counter the fact that we don't have enough 4 and 5s. Then we have Argent Commander, though, which is obviously quite good. Go with that. Okay, Warsong Commander, Ironforge Rifleman, Corcoran Elite. Do we want another commander? Would that help us? It would. Quite frankly, the only things we can't use the commander with is 4 attack ones. So Blade Master, Jungle Panther. What else? And then the big stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess, and 6, 7. 7 cards. That's actually a lot, isn't it? Let's go for more Corcoran Elite. Plus he's a 4 cost, so fills out a bit. Okay, Arcanite Reaper. That's interesting to see. We will have tons as other choices. Lord of Arena and Ironfern Grizzly. Not an amazing choice, to be honest. I guess we could go for the weapon finally. I don't see any other reason not to. It does fill the mid game a bit. Other choice is going for Lord of the Arena, to be honest, but not a fan. So let's go for a Reaper. Loot Hoarder, Raging Worgen, Earthen Ring Farseer. Raging Worgen would be quite good if we got more, stuff that deals damage to ourselves and increases attack. So far we actually don't have anything. We only ever got that one inner rage in the start and we didn't even pick it. So we don't have any reliable ways to do that. It does synergize well with the commander. I don't know where did it go? There. But we only have one at the moment. It doesn't really ensure anything. We could go for a Loot Hoarder just for the card draw, honestly. I think that's what we might go. Yeah. Interesting choice. Not any good ones, honestly. Murloc Tidecaller is useless. Mana rate. Considering how this deck looks like, I don't think it will help that much. Especially with the Giants and Ysera. So we might go with the Cobra here, just to have, the definite kill creature. More epics. Mountain Giant. We could go for the 3 Giants deck. We do have a sea and a Molten. We may as well get a Mountain. That's stupid. We could go for Faceless Manip, which will be able to give us 2 Ysera or more giants, basically. It's not a horrible idea. Do, however, have Brawl. And Brawl is quite strong. It's pretty much, at the moment, our only AoE and means to actually stop a swarm. Other than Mind Control Tech, which is a poor way of stopping a swarm, really, of creatures. So, we'll take that Brawl. I don't even need to say anything about this. We get our Silence, the best one at that. Spellbreaker immediately. Plus it's a 4-drop. It's just have to. Murloc Tide Hunter, Silverbark Patriarch, and Execute. Horrible cards. Execute is great. Even though that gets us 3, that's not a bad 3 at all. I'll be happy to take more Executes, more removal at this stage. So what we want here now is maybe still a bit more better mid-game, and we only have really these and another set to choose from, so we are lacking a bit in that. With that said, the stuff we have here are not amazing. I don't think I will ever want to get a Farseer no matter what. Mad Bomber has its uses, has its pretty good uses, especially if you just summon it out on the field on its own. It's likely that it's going to hit something from the opponents. Auric Strike gives us that early control, especially since we did not get any of the axes whatsoever, which sucks. Any of the small axes. Either of these could do that in a way, sort of. Not amazingly, but let's go for a Mad Bomber. And we end this with an epic. More epics. Shield Slam, Gorahowl, Blood Knight. Interesting pick. Interesting indeed. Really, from those, I would just want the Gorahowl, but do I really want more late game stuff? It's the question. We have a lot. We do actually have a lot. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 really late games, and a 6 and 2 5, even more, 4 5s. What am I saying? What 5s are more considered mid game? So if we think this, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards that are end game, which can be good. I mean, as long as we don't draw them early and we're stuck with them, it can be good. Our options really, Shield Slam isn't that great, even though we have an Armor Smith in this deck. It's not enough really to justify a Shield Slam. In most cases we're gonna get just 2 damage out of it, which isn't amazing. With that said, isn't that bad either, is it? It's like a Holy Smite of a Priest, or you know, an Arcane Shot of a Hunter. That's gonna cost you a bit more to do. Blood Knight isn't bad in the sense that if we face a Paladin or something like that, or someone that just wants to use a lot of Divine Shield, that can get really huge. We do have a lot of free cost though. Screw it. Second Gorahowl. Let's go crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of things I would have preferred getting. Speaking mostly of Cleaves. Cleaves would have been great. Some Slam maybe, a couple of Slams. What else would I have preferred? I'm not sure really with this deck. I would have preferred more Force. A couple of Children Yeti would have been great, honestly. I will see. We'll find out soon enough. If there's actually anyone to play against. It's a pretty good time for it. Right? Oh, getting someone. Oh, that took quite a while there. 30 seconds. Not that many people on today? It's a hunter. Interesting. Don't see that many hunters in the arena. Going first with this is not that great. Not that great at all. We might have to end up using that Sun Fury Protector without anything. Let's toss that. Let's keep the Bell Rage. A Jungle Panther won't really help us for turn 2. I mean, we can just armor up turn 2 instead. That won't help either. Depends what he does. We'll find out soon enough. Hopefully he doesn't coin summon anything too early. Otherwise we're gonna have to use the protector. Okay. A Murloc. That's okay. I'm intrigued. Screw it. If it's a Murloc, I'm just gonna throw that out. Hopefully it goes for me. Then I can hit him. Then I can actually Battle Rage for 2. Which is fine. I completely accept that. Does he have another Murloc? Apparently not. Okay. We'll do that. Battle Rage for 2.
Job's done.
Not that bad. Not that bad. Let's see what does more. So next turn. Not sure. We might send out the Panther or the Crusader. That was a waste of a deadly shot, if I ever saw one. Or we might actually bait out a multi-shot by doing this. Let's see if he has a multi-shot. It'll be great for us because that gets us a card, and that basically won't die to a multi-shot. So we'll see. I mean, he wasted a deadly shot on one creature. I'm not surprised if he does multi-shot. It's a secret. I'm gonna assume that's a... what's it called? Explosive trap. In that case, I'm gonna do that. Yep. That's fine with me. I get armor. And I get a card. Execute.
Strike.
So we go there, and I'm gonna Crusader and armor up. Not bad. So if he summons something terrifying or anything, I'll just throw the Crusader and execute it. Okay, he's gonna finish off the Armor Smith, which gives us another armor. That's done its job. Gave us like 3 life. Fine with that. And nothing else? 2 drop? Nope. Nope. Okay. Well then. We have choices. I think I'm just gonna Weaponsmith, although that tiger really wants to come out, I have to say. Yeah, let's bring the heat. It's tiger. So we have quite a lot of removal in our hand. We have a big creature on the field, and we have 2 executes in our hand. And we can also use a weapon if we need it. A flare, okay. So he's just gonna flare for a card. I'll bring him down to 5. Ah, he actually, yeah, actually removes stealth as well. So my tiger now is vulnerable. Okay, okay. Let's see what you did there. It's not like I'm gonna play secrets, and I think Flare also removes your secrets, which is horrible.
Give me a quest.
Questing adventurer. Okay, is that all? That's all. Hello, you Sarah. Well, obvious choice here. Weaponsmith for the weapon. That will allow us to kill off the raptor. And Crusader. And then 5 to his face. And then Tranquil Panther. Okay. Let's see what he does now. Multi-shot. Could have gotten better, but I won't complain. Worst now is if he had another explosive trap, but he did not. Well, quite frankly, let's just bring more heat to it. Sea Giant. And then hit him. I won't use the weapon. I'll use it to use execute with. He's in a tough spot, needless to say. I'm not sure what... An explosive trap would help a lot, but that Sea Giant is a huge threat for him. So if he can't get rid of it, I think he's dead. Buzzard is gonna try to fish for cards. Will he get anything? I severely doubt that.
Well fought.
And that's my answer. That was pretty good, actually. I was sitting in pretty good stuff. Next turn was gonna come Misera as well. Not that bad, not bad. Let's see. See if there's anyone else on. Other than Mr. Faston. I would not mind fighting him again. Yeah, even the time gave up on us, but there we are. Let's see. A mage. Let's see what they got. That's a horrible hand. We are going second at least. And a loot hoarder, which isn't that great against a priest. A mage. We are gonna keep that brawl, I think. Should we keep and execute? I don't think so. I'll keep the brawl though. That is a horrible... I'd rather have kept and execute rather than get Molten Giant and Argent Commander. Let's see. Honestly, we can coin into that, but why? It's just gonna Fire Blast it. We may as well keep the coin for our commander or a commander. Two commanders. Yeah, he basically had nothing, so just did that. And I'm just gonna... I could keep it, in fact, and do a turn 5 Warzone Commander with it. Or rather, I can do this. Just Commander now. I did say I wanted to keep the coin, but that's a good enough reason. I have a charging loot hoarder now, which won't be that bad, I think. Depends what he plays. Might just Frostbolt the commander.
For the crusade!
That's as annoying, I guess. We can armor smith it, but that won't deal with it as well as I want to. Oof. He's gonna get 2 out of this no matter what. I can't do anything about it.
Mind if I roll knee? Hey, give me that!
I can do that. And then I'll just do that. Well, there's the commander gone. Oh, what are they gonna do? A mage, that means a secret is coming. Or not. How to deal with that? We don't have a great answer. We basically can Corcoran Elite it. We can weaponsmith, but that won't kill it, because it's gonna give us a 2-2. So we'll just trade. See what else he does. Next turn we might weaponsmith. We don't have that much of a choice. Huh. That's interesting. Alternative is Mind Control Tech Armor Smith. It's a weird choice. But sure. I didn't have better, honestly. So let's see, they might just go for me. Ah, that's annoying. You bastard. Just had head of Kodo. I will gladly execute that Kodo.
Try this.
I hate Kodos. There. Well, let's see what it does now. Twilight Drake. I can kill that quite easily. I will take 4 damage for it, but choices are limited. It's a secret.
Watch this.
I do not trust this at all. I might just Cobra. Yeah. Rather do that. Actually, that was a horrible choice as well. That was a horrible choice. Well, we can't kill it. I should have. What I should have done was summon the raptor. Then I could have killed it with this. But I mean, it's not bad as well. As such, we'll see. I don't like what I just did. Well, we'll see. It might just flame strike now. Yeah. Because he's a bastard. Why not?
I'll never tell.
A Sacred Keeper. Fine. Might just brawl, honestly. I kind of want to keep it. So what I'll do here is armor up a bit. Hit that. And kill it. And now he'll probably throw the... he might Fire Blast it and throw the Secret Keeper at it, which probably would be the best choice. Rather than use the Cobra. Cobra can be quite useful. It's good board control. Yeah. Another Drake. That's slightly annoying. We do have a Spellbreaker, however. Although I much rather would Spellbreak that Cobra, honestly. But at that point, he'll just throw the Cobra and Fire Blast me. Our choices are a bit crappy. He could just throw out the Tiger. We could throw them anyway. So what do I want to spell break? It doesn't matter if I spell break the 4-4 and make it into a 4-1, because really I can't kill it anyway. So I may as well force him to throw the Cobra away. Yeah. Cone of Coal, that's annoying. Well, the Molten Giant is now very, very available. Let's see what else we got.
Like my invention.
Sea Giants. Bringing on the pain. Although, obviously, if he has Pyroblast, I just die now. If not, then I bringing the pain. But really, you must have at least a Fireball or something. No, I'm gonna polymorph. Take care of a sheep. Another polymorph. Oh, come on. Well, at least I made them use the polymorphs.
If you're sure.
Well, basically, he just needs a Pyroblast and he wins. Straight then 10 damage. Mana Worm, it's annoying. An Acolyte for draw. Bah. Bah. Yeah, sure, do that. I don't mind. And? Huh? He's gonna use everything. A Swampos. It would have been funny if I got a weapon just now. But no. I don't really want a weapon now. No. We could risk a brawl. That's stupid. It's stupid, but I don't really want to leave that Acolyte of Pain out. I really do not want to leave that Acolyte of Pain out. I really don't want to leave that Acolyte of Pain out. Ah, damn it. Well, let's do the obvious things, perhaps. I will... Let's see... We'll kill that. I'll attack him with the sheep. I'll brawl. Please, please leave the berserker. No! Well, at least I got rid of the pain. That was a complete luck-based thing, but I really did not want to leave the Acolyte of Pain out. Is that it? I wonder what he has. He probably has another polymorph. Gorhal. Hello, Gorhal. Well, that's one of our Gorhals. Well, we're back to, what is it now? Back to 11 health, at least. Isn't that bad? 12 health. If he has 2 fireballs, we lose. We do not. Another Gorhal. Hello. Another Gorhal. That's just silly.
The light protects me.
Alright, Squire. Come on. That's just silly. Hello. Well, basically I have to hit him twice with the Reaper and I win. I just have to survive that long. Such an arse. Ah, come on. Fen Creeper. I can hit it and execute it, but I will not have enough charges to kill them off after. That won't help at all.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
And now he's obviously just gonna throw that and fire blast it. Yeah, we're just playing at what we get really at this point. We don't have a choice. He has the advantage because he has a lot more cards in his hand. He's probably just waiting for a Pyroblast at this stage. He's gonna try to rush me as well. What I need is a Mortal Strike. I need a Mortal Strike, but I never took one. Sucks. I don't really have anything to remove small creatures like that in my deck either. So I have to kill it. Alternatively, I could have ignored him. But I have a feeling he has a fireball anyway. If it doesn't, that was a mistake. I should have hit him and I probably would have won next turn. I have a feeling I should have hit him. Damn it. I'm gonna die, aren't I, to weaklings as well. I had a flame strike anyway. But yeah, I'm in a tough spot. Well, RNG. No, not me. Well, took out 2 creatures. I'm fine with that, even though hit on me was not helpful. come on.
You gotta be.
No, I lost. There's no way I can deal with a Venture Co. Nope. Can't imagine I can draw anything. No, that won't help. GG. Venture Co. I would have preferred a Venture Co. So that was an interesting fight. Wasn't that bad. I mean, there's almost no way this deck would ever win against any sort of mage deck anyway, so I didn't expect to. I was hoping for when I got both giants out, but you just had to have two polymorphs. Yeah, well, armor smith would be great. I'll toss everything else. Protector, armor smith. Molten giant. At least he's better than the other one in my opinion. Although maybe not in the early game. It's more likely that there's gonna be more minions out. He's just gonna track. Interesting. And he's choosing. There. Okay. We just take out the armor smith. Will he coin? Mana rake. Oh, I'm fine with that, because I didn't really have anything else to play anyway. Other than the protector. So.
Shields up. Strike.
Let's hit him. Probably has a whatchamacallit, a multi-shot. Or not. That's great for us then. Well, he just hit it, yeah. It's good if he does. Because I'll bring it down to range for him. So we'll kill that. And we'll Corcoran Elite.
Strike.
Now let's see, he probably has a multi-shot now. We'll just hope he does not hit the Corcoran Elite with it. Probably will. He's awfully conservative. I wonder if he has something up his sleeve. Animal companion? Oh, a grizzly. They just went for a card. We're fine with that. What I can do here is, if I want, I can silence it. It's a bit of a waste of a silence as such. Other choices. Yeah, I think I'll go with that choice. I'm gonna weaponsmith. I'm gonna throw this, followed by. I can't do that or that actually. Oh no, I take more and more damage. I'll do that, and I'll X the buzzard and hit him 4. If he has a multi-shot now would be the greatest time to use it, because as a direct kill of both creatures. I am hoping it is not. I have a multi-shot, however.
Mind if I roll
Loot horror. So no multi-shot. Imp Master. I will execute that, I think. It's a pretty decent thing to execute. I'll axe that. And I'll get out my own loot hoarder. Okay, what shall he do now? He has quite a lot of cards in his hand. He has 7. I don't have to fear the coin because he used that at least. Something that would be annoying right now would be explosive shot, I guess. Another Imp Master. I hope I draw my next execute. That's interesting. I'll probably just kill it with a Corcoran Elite though. Or I might just go for him, really. Should I just go for him? I can silence it. Well, let's throw this first.
Hey, give me that.
Maybe I'll get something. I'll get a panther. Panther. I'm more a control person, I'm sorry. Just want to control the field. I don't want to use everything else. It's a bit too risky. It's interesting that this guy went for 2 Imp Masters. Wonder if his idea was to swarm. But let me have another one. Come on.
Pay attention.
A Violet Teacher. Well, that's just as bad, honestly. And a tracking, so he's gonna spawn 1-1.
I'm ready to learn.
This guy's a bit annoying. But I will probably just go for him at this point. That's, what is it now? A sizable amount of damage. 11 damage. It will be down to 4. No, 5. What can I do after that? Not sure. Fair dragon. I am in a tough spot though. I mean, if I go out for him now, if I get a weapon, I'll do it. If I get Arcanite Reaper, Ysera is not that helpful. I mean, it can be helpful, but not today. What should I do? Should I just go for him? I'm just wondering if I should throw the 3-1 or should I, if I use the 3-1 to kill the 3-2 at least. Nah. Let's just go for his face. It's a bit risky. I'm hoping he actually does clear my field and swarm his own, then I can just brawl. Another tracking. He went all out with the tracking. The 3 tracking. I'm fine with you swarming with 1-1, so if I brawl and you end up with only a 1-1, it'd be great. Needless to say. What will you do? It's obvious that he has to try to clear my field somehow. A Cult Master, that's a pretty good way of doing it. He's gonna get card draw out of it. That's the obvious one. So he's gonna go out for a straight trades here, so gets 3 cards out of it. Which is pretty good. Pretty good for him. What? Okay. That means he has a multi-shot or something like that? Was that wise? Well, it was for him because he's lucky enough to get that. But that was a silly choice.
Your magic shall not save you.
I don't understand why he did that. Talk about a risk. That was interesting. Hunters today are a bit silly. A long queue. It's gone again. And I would have liked no neck George. A druid. I hate druids. Usually infuriating. Interesting hand. I'll toss the Sea Giant. I think we'll keep the rest. A brawl. I don't mind that. Prove useful, especially since we get the coin. If we get in a bind early, we can turn 4 brawl. Nothing. I'll probably just charge at me. Or mana rate. Bit annoying. Well, let's do that. I mean, mana rate isn't that threatening. It does make his stuff cost more as well. He's just trying to bank on the early advantage. Which works for him. Basically, I have to wait till turn 5 to get a good trade for it. I'll just loot order, no matter what. He'll probably just kill it with his ability. Yep. It's just fine. It takes 2 damage, I get a card. Ah, can I Reaper? I do not mind that. Yeah. It's gone. Now we have control of the field again. It did bring us down to 5 by 5, so it did his thing, what he wanted to do. Good for him. Do we have a rat or something? Come on. A raptor. I will immediately X that raptor.
Someone call.
And a voodoo doctor. Huh. And it just went for me. That's rude. What did I ever do to you? Now let's see. X that. Dead. Now what should we do here? Is the question. I think I will do this.
Cleanse the Sunwell.
Just to get rid of that. He can do a Starfall and kill both of those if he wants, but he will probably use all his turn to do that.
I've got a hit.
That's annoying. I'll just do straight trades here. I have my Giribashi Berserker out. Does shapeshift attack me and what? That's it? Okay. Aggressive much?
Charge forward! Armor made to fit. Strike!
Just poke him. Let's see, what could he do now? He doesn't have that many like AoE stuff. An Iron Bark Protector can be annoying, but we do have an Execute. We have 2 Executes in fact.
Strike! Oh! For the Wellthorn! Engaging TC-130 until dislocated.
Yeah. There's no point just keeping him in there. May as well. Next turn we'll use Sarah. Unless he does another protector, in which case we'll throw something and execute again.
Where shall I strike?
Well, that's annoying, but I don't want to execute that. I might just Reaper. Injured Blade Master. Well, let's see. Do that. Execute again. Kill that and buff our Berserker. And smack him in the face. Just take everything out. Just try to rush him down. He's down to 12. He needs another big taunt. Well, that will get rid of that. But What else does he have? Ah, Swampus, that's annoying. Is that it? And a little raptor. And he's gonna kill the 4-1. So he's down to 9.
I dream and the world trembles.
Give me Sarah Awakens. Ah, Laughing Sister. I would have really loved Sarah Awakens. Can imagine. Or at least Dream. I prefer that over Laughing Sister. Or at least the Drake even. Ah well, you take what you get. We're still in a great position. If he actually leaves that out in the field, that would be great with Laughing Sister. But I don't think he's that stupid. So he's gonna heal and harvest golem. And heal even more because he's an arse. Come on. You're just gonna make this slower than it should be. But just charge ya. Another Laughing Sister, come on. At least give me something different. Don't you tell me you have another heal. Oh. A Starfire on the 4-2, okay. He still will die unless you... Yeah, you still will die. I have exactly enough damage to kill you.